As graduates of the class of 2020, we are all children of the 2000s. As such, through radio and movies like Disney Pixar's Cars, we're all familiar with Rascal Flatts' hit song from the year 2000, "Life is a Highway." Like any highway, our journey begins on an entry ramp, and after surviving the long haul, eventually we depart the highway on an exit ramp. Much like an entry ramp, we begin our path in life really in high school, and just like that entry ramp, merging is the most difficult part. When I moved 6 years ago from Columbus, Ohio, the hometown of Rascal Flatts, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I didn't know if I would get something amazing or something terrible. Thankfully, I didn't get either. Instead, what I got was West Lafayette High School. The beautiful thing of West Side, as I soon learned, is that it isn't an amazing or a terrible school. It's a school that's exactly what you make of it. So for the last 6 years at West Lafayette, I've filled my time with some of the various opportunities our school has to offer. From Friday night football with the best team in the state, to spring break trips with the orchestra, to lunchtime runs to Jimmy John's. And I've done all this surrounded by the people that make West Lafayette that which it is. Not just my friends, but the students and staff of this building that create the type of community that embodies the West Lafayette tradition. That is one of camaraderie, integrity, work ethic, and most importantly, Red Devil pride. Thinking back on my years in high school, it isn't the grades I remember. It isn't the weeks of exams. Rather, it's the staying up late the night before those exams on call with my friends. It's the lunchtime cram sessions in the library. It's the congregation of the social studies department in the passing periods that never failed to get a laugh. It's the early Saturday mornings spent on the debate team bus with my friends. These are the memories that I've made, and they're the ones I'm going to remember when I think back on high school. But let us not forget the ultimate purpose of an entry ramp, and that is to get speed and get onto the highway. So while it's going to be difficult to leave behind all that I've known here, there's no place I would have rather begun my acceleration into the future than West Lafayette High School. Just like any highway, the one that stands ahead of us is riddled with unknowns. From potholes to lane changes to unexpected detours, there's always going to be curveballs that life throws at us. As 2020 graduates, with all that's happened this year, we're already pretty familiar with that concept. Things won't always go our way, but persevere. Because no matter how many tests I've gotten bad scores on, no matter how many times I didn't feel like showing up to class, no matter how many competitions I didn't excel at, and no matter how many weeks of my senior year I missed out on, in the end, we don't really end up reflecting on those shortcomings as long as the way that we got there was memorable. In the end, we don't really end up reflecting on those shortcomings as long as the way that we got there was memorable. Try and recognize that even if it seems like everything has got the best of you, the highway will always go on. This year has been rough, missing out on some of the opportunities that come with being a high school senior. But it's been made more bearable, knowing that I travel this highway with people as bright as those that surround me. And sure, some of us will drive more slowly than others. Some of us will drive like we're from Chicago. But at the end of the day, our destinations, wherever they may be, aren't going to go anywhere. So rather than just focus on that singular goal, try peeking your head out the windows every once in a while, and you may just see something you like. Enjoy the ride, but more importantly, enjoy the people you ride with. Every highway has an exit ramp, and while we don't have to think about that anytime soon, just remember that our drive isn't always as long as we would like it to be. Before you know it, we'll be wishing we were back in high school again, just like our parents. For me, those memories will be made sweet, because when I think of them, I'll think of all the friends, experiences, and qualities I've built up over my time at West Side. So thank you for a phenomenal 6 years at West Lafayette. But life is a highway, and I want to drive it all night long. Thank you.